Hello everyone, myself Himadri Patel. I'm here to giving the presentation on the new health paradigm. My group members are Sufyan Karbari, Saleha Pathan and Shifa Wahra. Today we are talking about the panel discussion for the new health paradigm. I will presenting the introduction of the panel members. After that, introduction of the presentation, needs of value-based healthcare and the new healthcare paradigm. After me, Sufyan will presenting panel discussion and discourse of the panel. After Sufyan, Saleha will presenting the ideology and social construction, and lastly Shifa will presenting hierarchy theory conclusion with the group review. So here is the introduction of the panel. Our first panelist are Laurie Glimcher. She is the president and CEO of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Our second the panelist are Franz van Houten. He is the CEO of the Royal Philips. Our third panelist are Omar Ishrak. He is the chairman and CEO of the Medtronics. Our fourth panelist are Bruce Brossard. He is the president and CEO of the Humana. And our last panelist are Christopher Weber. He is the president and CEO of the Takeda Pharmaceutical Limited. Here is the introduction of the presentation. So, healthcare is a vital. According to WEF 2018, global healthcare has identified a remarkable advancement in the healthcare with the $6.5 trillion spent on the worldwide healthcare. The core principle of the value-based healthcare is related to the idea of aligning the stakeholder of a system to the value delivered to the service users. Value-based healthcare is a new paradigm of the health. In this paradigm, the patient is the center in the healthcare system. In this system, there is a measurement of the outcome over the cost to ensure the optimal care. Needs of value-based healthcare. Traditionally, there has been a significant investment to ensure better health. However, has been no improvement in the healthcare system. On the other hand, the cost of a health service is increasing rapidly. So there is a great deviation of patient in acquiring health services. It is necessary to ensure the right diagnosis and the treatment. Therefore, there is a need for entirely different healthcare system. Thus, the value-based healthcare is needed. There is a 4 important points which are required to value-based healthcare are new models of service delivery which are angled around the patient, systematic reporting of health outcomes by disease and population, value-based payment system which is recompose and value instead of volume, and the complete health informatics system for sharing data required by the patient. The new healthcare paradigm. The new healthcare paradigm is a discussion. This discussion is based on the 3 main questions which is discussing in the video also. That 3 questions are: what is wrong with the healthcare system? Why value-based healthcare is a new paradigm? And how will patient and corporations be benefited from the value-based care? So the further presentation carried forward by my other colleague Sufyan, and he will explain these 3 questions also. Thank you.
Now I will discuss these 3 points in my further discussion. In this discussion, the panel identified that there is a merging needs of the basic needs, and I put these things in 2 points. Issue identified, and these guys are agree with this issue. The panel identified that there is an emergency needs for the basic research towards the combination of major health issues. Still we did not have find the main key points of the drugs, and we can say that these the basic research we are lacking for. And meanwhile, the following doctors having a best practice of healthcare has to be established towards the providing the right care, right place. That's supposed to be needed, important. Second thing, it's very essentially to measure the outcomes over the cost rather than in orienting the patients and receiving the best care and best health securities. Similarities, there are the different stakeholders of health systems, and to promote their health is essentially for working as a team of the stakeholders, so that these points will be benefit for patients, hospitals, doctors, everybody's. Therefore, is essentially. Therefore, we can say that it is essentially for organizations to work as a team, and this will benefit for everybody's. Similarly, further I go more, that is supposed to be making the standardizing the health practice to solve the major health issues. So these things will help for everybody, every hospital, so that if things are in all things are in standardized, we can sort it out the diseases very easily. Furthermore, these 2 points are, there is a primary and secondary, where largely primary preventions are mostly turned to burning on the pollutions, lifestyles, road accidents are the main causes, and thus we can say that it is we supposed to be focused on not only primary, we have to focus on secondary also. And in secondary, the chronic disease conditions like obesity, hypertension, diabetes, these are the diseases which is on the basis of the behaviors and the lifestyles. Furthermore, I go for behavior changes. They are the another significant point. Sometimes there are the cases where the medicine impact are ineffective. It's depend upon some disease, and some drugs are effective to some persons, but some are not in to different persons. Like in example, it says that there is a one person who hardly came for their practicing, but still having a better life. Furthermore, there is these 4 points are agree with the panels, and this is better than care. It's ended. Instead of providing the compensation care, it is in addition to we implement the technologies towards the monitoring and tracking the patients to help to ensure their better health, while the primary prevention help to reduce the health complexity. Furthermore, I go in this slide where Himadri has identified these 3 questions. First question is basically on present health issues, where I pointed out I pointed out various factors like basic research, funding, rising health, and the causes and the poor progress for the bedsides of the healthcare. This is done by the second questions. We can lead it to value-based healthcare of the new paradise, which is supposed to be 2, and it's with the importance of the new paradise of healthcare, it's very different from the health points. In these discussions, the video, there has must to be mostly focused on the information organizations. They supposed to be organized all the informations, and they collect all informations in one place, and the reimbursement supposed to be do with the health cost, because funding is main important, and it's everything needs money. Technology, they put in technology, they have to be advance their technology with making new drugs. Then accountability of care, stakeholders of management, they have to do in team working, and the major important is the outcomes of cost. We don't just focus on the cost, we have to be focused on outcome also, that there's supposed to be result of something, and the supposed to be there. Now, and third question is how will be the patients and corporations benefit for the value-based healthcare. Now I put in 2 different points. One is the benefit for the patients, and another is benefit for corporations. Besides, there's supposed to be effect on the healthcare. Further, we monitoring and tracking with the help of outcomes of the cost. I put in different ways. precising medicines, precising the preventions. We supposed to first identify the medicines, and then provide the same level of medicines to different patients, because as we know that every person has a disease, but some medicines are not supposed to be defined. Some can be effective, some are not effective. So we have to be focused on these both points also, that low cost of healthcare. We supposed to be make the payment very low. As in video, there is one patient who is having some diseases, but after 7 days he died. So in this process, 7 days he is in hospital, and her parents and every family has supposed to be make a payment for that, and it's very headache for that. Unless and until these guys did not get a result from that, the patient is going to die. So we have to be lower cost the healthcare. Now another point is benefit of corporations. There's supposed to be innovations in terms of medicines. We have to be improve our medicines day by day, because diseases are going to be increased day by day as people's consumer behaviors, their lifestyle is changing. So we have to be innovate from there also. We have to improve our research development for funding, and as I already said that we have to make a tracking and monitoring the patients, so that we can find the solutions for the diseases. Furthermore, Saleha will do ideology for the presentation.
Start.
Ideology. According to the ideology of social theory, value-based healthcare is functionalist, which in itself is problematic, as it is difficult to ensure the stakeholder. As in video, there are two different patients. One is punctual but they did not have money, and another is having the money but did not ready to take care of their own health. Value-based healthcare identify the three key elements. New model for multitask stakeholder cooperation. Second, new standard for health informatics. Third, new direction for leadership. However, the value-based healthcare service are beneficial. That helps minimize the overall cost in the long run for the healthcare services, as it provides breakthrough of the information flow internally and externally to healthcare system, like hospital. Next slide. Social construction. According to the social constructionism, value-based healthcare is the effective model, as it increases the cooperation and collaboration, which in turn ensure the right treatment and optimizes the cost. Thus, there are three better outcomes: system and data architecture, second, capabilities, third, governance. There are three elements in system and data architecture. First, data capture. It requires fit for purpose data, measure and sources. Data mapping. It's standardizing the exact data for these separate data sources to the common format for analysis. Data access. In data access, infrastructure for accessing and analyzing data while maintaining security and privacy. Second outcome, capabilities. Organizations full range of informatics abilities required to create healthcare values. Third outcome is governance. Leadership structures decision making, right, and incentive that promote use, maintain security, and encourage trust in the informatics ecosystem. Next, we'll hand over to my friend Shifa.
Now I'm talking about the hierarchy theory. Hierarchy theory, it is a theory of psychology proposed by Abraham Maslow in 1943 in his paper. It's the paper about a theory of the human motivation. In a hierarchy theory, in this slide, the underpinning theory look at the policies for the provision of the health, which is more complex. There are different standards and practices of the healthcare such that creating standards is difficult. According to the hierarchy theory, there are several standards have the greatest challenges towards the standardizing the process and the healthcare system to achieve a value based care. There is given a great priorities towards data and its protections. This impact the new paradigm of the healthcare. Policies of the personal information relating to the health have been given greater importance and protected by the law at the national level, which is different from other nations. Since value healthcare is founded on the systematic of health outcomes, the measures library needs to include two clinical outcomes. The first one is a basic mortality, post-surgical infections, or the patient mobility, and the second one is the PROMS, the patient support outcomes measures. In that, examples are reported quality of life. The measure library needs to define the relevant measures for all the disease and conditions. Now in conclusion, a new paradigm for healthcare is the intervention that encourages for healthcare services and promotes the situation of the healthcare. The panelists are more focused on the best practice technological innovations, integrations, and reimbursement. However, the economic disparity is not taken into account. Healthcare is a complex and phenomenon. Therefore, it is necessary to reform the healthcare system through critical theory towards ensuring the outcomes over cost in healthcare. In these videos, they also talking about the two types of things. The first one is about their products, and the second one is emerging countries. They are in emerging countries, they have to reach there because in emerging countries build hospitals, they should also build a capacity for primary care for community. But the problem is that the money for primary care is most emerging countries is not available now. In video, they also doing talk about the community life center, and actually they drive for economy of village. In the second thing, they also mention in a specific outcomes, they focus human progress, and does it progress, then they're going to do proper record about it. And for the perfect result, they also taking a small clinical trials in under protective conditions. Now I would like to say about our presentation and our experience. There is a great experience in working with a group, and we did our group presentations before also, but this is our first time we did presentation on a video. Ongoing presentations, video is such a great experience, and in this experience to making and giving a presentation, it's like a view and the new there is assignment, give us some much information regards the health issues and solutions. We truly enjoy the working on it, and is also we hope it will very useful for us in futures. Now this is our references.